Barcelona are entering a new phase of squad building. Yes, we understand that Barcelona are very much focused on bringing in new players, but this is also mainly about making difficult exits that do feel emotional, and building around players who fit Flick's system. And to Joan Laporta, it's very important for us to control and prioritize the squad balance over the emotional decisions. Marc Casado will be leaving FC Barcelona in this summer, and I know that it may hurt a lot of you guys emotionally, especially for me, because this is a academy player, but internally Barcelona appear to view this as part of a larger rebuild rather than just selling for the sake of selling, right? We're selling Marc Casado because what's gonna give us back is great returns, and we'll talk about that and what that means later in this video. But let's first talk about Marc Casado and where we're at today with his departure. So Marc Casado to Monaco is considered 95% complete, and the proposed fee structure is going to be 18 million euros fixed plus 5 million euros in add-ons. Barcelona are also negotiating for a 20% future sell-on clause. So if Marc Casado ends up really working out for Monaco, and we have other teams in the Premier League or in the Italian League wanting Casado maybe in 2028 or in 2029, we will retain 20% of that future sale. Also, with the 18 million euros fixed fee, that will be pure profit. Marc Casado was always nurtured through the academy, so we never bought the player. The 18 million euros in full is going to be ours. And the reason why Marc Casado is leaving is because his role has been greatly reduced under Hansi Flick, and I spoke about this multiple times in the 2025-2026 season. The fact that we saw Dani Olmo take on the CDM role, Eric Garcia also take on the CDM role, the fact that Gavi came in after an ACL injury and got his spot back in just 2 or 3 matches over Casado as well, it goes to show that Flick never really trusted Casado in the first place. Yes, when Casado was being betted on in the 2024-2025 season, he did deliver. He was amazing. He will always be remembered for his performances against Real Madrid, against Bayern Munich. That was his peak. However, I think that Flick was using Casado temporarily as he waited for the return of Marc Bernal, the return of Gavi, the return of Pedri because of his fitness issues. And as soon as all of these players returned, that is when Hansi Flick put Casado to the bottom of the pecking order. And there is so much competition for Casado today. He has to compete against Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, Gavi, Marc Bernal, Dani Olmo can also play in those positions. It almost does seem impossible for him to gain any sort of prominence. We're not selling Casado because he's a bad player. We are selling Casado because there's simply just no more room for him. And it would be unfair for Casado, as good as he is, to not get any time on the pitch. So for Casado, this is a win-win. He goes to Monaco because he gets to play a lot more minutes, and at the same time, he also does get the financial benefit, getting 3 times what he was earning at FC Barcelona. Casado also gets to gain European football because Monaco has qualified for next season's Conference League. So Casado is going to be getting the European competition, a larger role, more minutes. What more can you ask for? It is a win-win for all parties, for FC Barcelona, for Casado, for Monaco. It's going to be amazing. And the fact that Casado can also meet Ansu Fati at Monaco, the synergy is already going to be there. So low-key, I do want to thank Monaco for going through a big shopping spree for us and taking players away from us, right? Players that was no longer needed. Still good, but no longer needed. We have seen over the past 2 weeks that Monaco have aggressively targeted Barcelona players this summer, and for a very big reason, by the way. There is one man that is moving all of these puzzles together, and that is Jorge Mendes. Jorge Mendes has spoken with Ansu Fati first, and he asked, okay, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Monaco? Do you feel like your situation is fair at FC Barcelona? If not, we'll move you to Monaco. And he did that, right? Barcelona have gained 11 million euros off of the operation of Ansu Fati, and then we have Marc Casado for 18 million euros, which is a grand total of 29 million euros that we have gained from Ansu and Casado, which is once again pure profit. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Ansu. I'm happy for Marc Casado because I think that they will do amazing things at Monaco. There's a new coach, by the way, named Felipe Luis. So with a brand new coach, brand new players, Monaco is rebuilding aggressively. With that being said, let's talk about the ramifications on what this means for the potential signing of Bernardo Silva, because many have asked questions on what happened with Silva. I thought that everything was going underway, that we're going to be signing Silva within the coming days. What's going on here? And this is the reason why I say that the exit of Marc Casado did matter, because Barcelona's idea was simple: finalize one departure and complete the Bernardo Silva operation. So Casado's sale did become a priority for FC Barcelona. It gave Barcelona the wage flexibility, the financial margin, the squad space. However, we have to note one important thing. Even though 98% of everything has been completed between Silva and FC Barcelona, it does not mean that Silva is going to be coming in the coming days, because for Bernardo Silva personally, he would like to make his decision after the World Cup. He does not want to be announced as a Barcelona player until the World Cup is over, or at the very least when Portugal finished their run in the World Cup. Silva does not want to give any answers. He did say that he now wants to focus on the Portugal duties first and then make his decision. It does not mean that Barcelona are losing the race. It does not mean that Atletico Madrid are winning the race. It just means that Silva does not want to create noise anywhere but only for Portugal. And we do have here, according to Fernando Polo, and he has claimed that Bernardo Silva prefers to sign for FC Barcelona over Atletico Madrid and has given the club time. Everything is in agreement between the player and the club, and Flick does want him. Barcelona are now working to sell some players first before signing, and one of those players, it is Marc Casado. It has given Barcelona way more room and also has given Barcelona a spot within the midfield that Silva could fulfill. We all know that bringing in Silva is going to massively upgrade Barcelona, not just in the midfield but also in the right wing position. Bernardo adds so many things. It's great squad building coming from FC Barcelona in general. How do you upgrade from Marc Casado? You bring in somebody like Silva. He offers a tempo management, the ball retention, the press resistance, his positional flexibility. It's all amazing to hear. And good news for Flick, his big game experience is also going to be very much valued. The fact that he has been through multiple Champions League knockout matches where he did often control those matches in chaotic moments, we need that because Barcelona will go through chaotic moments. It is safe to say that Bernardo Silva is not being pursued because of his highlights, because of the way that he takes on players, his assist or whatever you do want to call it. Silva is being pursued because he does solve many problems for FC Barcelona that may not look so sexy. But once again, to really solidify and end this video, I do want to thank Jorge Mendes, who is an agent in world football, for moving these puzzles for us, making our job easier. Alongside with Deco, I can understand why Deco, Jorge Mendes, and Joan Laporta have a great relationship. Is because they work very hard, extremely fast, and aggressive. Mendes has been directly influenced in Ansu Fati's exit, Casado's move to Monaco as well, and even with Bernardo Silva, who is playing a very important role to get Silva to Barcelona. I'm also going to assume that Jorge Mendes' job is not done. He's going to continue, and that is only because Joao Cancelo wants to stay at FC Barcelona, and Jorge Mendes is also the agent of Joao Cancelo. And so Jorge Mendes is looking for solutions, trying to see how he can make it easier for Cancelo to move away from Saudi and to FC Barcelona, because once again, this agent is working within the best interest of his clients, and Cancelo's best interest is to continue at Barcelona after this summer is over. But that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.